There is a moment that comes to every human being. A moment when you look at your life and realize that it is not what you wanted, not what you dreamed, not what you worked for. You look at the mirror and see someone you do not recognize. You look at your days and see a routine that is suffocating you. You look at your future and see more of the same. And in that moment, something inside you breaks, or something inside you wakes up. Sometimes it is hard to tell the difference. You have been living a life that does not fit. You have been wearing it like a coat that was never your size, too tight in some places, too loose in others, but you have been wearing it because it was what you were given, because you did not know you could choose something else, because you were afraid of what would happen if you took it off. But you cannot breathe in it. You cannot move in it. You cannot become who you are meant to be while wearing a life that was never meant for you. You want to change. You have wanted to change for years. You have told yourself that one day you will start. One day you will finally do the things you have been putting off. One day you will become the person you know you could be. One day, when the time is right, when you have more money, when the circumstances improve, when you are ready. You have been waiting for that day for so long that you have almost forgotten what you were waiting for. But the day never comes. It never comes, because the day is not a day. It is a decision. And you have been waiting for the decision to be made for you. You have been waiting for life to hand you the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect version of yourself that is finally ready to begin. But life does not hand you anything. Life waits. Life watches. Life moves forward with or without you. And while you wait for the perfect moment to arrive, the moments you have are passing, one by one, day by day. Year by year. You are not waiting for the right time. You are waiting for the fear to stop. You are waiting for the doubt to disappear. You are waiting to feel ready. But the fear does not stop. The doubt does not disappear. The readiness never comes. The fear stops when you move. The doubt disappears when you act. The readiness comes when you begin. Not before. Never before. You have been waiting for permission. Permission from someone, something, somewhere outside yourself to tell you that it is okay to start, that you are allowed to want more, that you are allowed to change, that you are allowed to become. But no one is coming to give you permission. No one is coming to tell you that you are ready. No one is coming to hand you the life you want. You have to take it. You have to choose it. You have to begin. And you have to begin where you are. Not where you wish you were, not where you think you should be, not where you will be after you fix everything. Here, now, with what you have, with who you are, with the mess, the fear, the uncertainty, the unfinished edges of your life. You begin here, because here is the only place you can begin, and here is enough. You are enough. What you have is enough. Who you are right now, in this moment, with all your flaws, all your fears, all your doubts, is enough to begin. The people who changed their lives did not wait until they were ready. They started when they were scared. They started when they had nothing. They started when everyone told them no. They started with broken hearts and empty pockets and trembling hands. They started with the life they had, not the life they wished for. And they started where they were, not where they wanted to be. They started small. One step, one day, one choice, and then another, and another. And over time, the small steps became a journey. The small choices became a life. The small beginnings became something they could never have imagined when they were standing where you are now, afraid to take the first step. You do not need to fix everything. You do not need to have it all figured out. You do not need to know where the path ends. You only need to take the first step, one step, toward something that matters to you, toward something that feels like yours, toward the person you know you could become. One step, today, not tomorrow, not when you are ready. Today, this is the only moment you have. This is the only moment that has ever been yours. And this moment is enough to begin. You have been telling yourself that you need more. More money, more time, more knowledge, more confidence. You have been telling yourself that you cannot start until you have what you need. But you already have what you need. You have yourself. You have this moment. You have the desire to change. That is enough. That has always been enough. The people who built empires started with nothing but the decision to begin. The people who became who they wanted to be started with nothing but the choice to take the first step. The people who changed their lives did not have more than you. They had the same fears, the same doubts, the same limited resources. They started anyway. There is a man who grew up in poverty. He did not finish school. He did not have connections. He did not have money. He did not have a plan. But he had a decision. He decided that he would not stay where he was. He decided that he would become something more. He started with what he had. He worked jobs no one wanted. He learned skills no one taught him. He failed more times than he could count. He was rejected more times than he can remember. But he did not stop. He kept taking steps, small steps, day after day, year after year. And over time, the small steps carried him from poverty to a life he had only dreamed of. Not because he was special, because he started, because he did not wait, because he kept moving. There is a woman who was told she was not good enough. She was told she did not have the talent, the connections, the right background. She was told to be realistic, to settle, to accept what life had given her. But she had a voice inside her that said something else. A voice that said, "You are meant for more." She did not know how to get there. She did not have a plan. She did not have anything except the decision to try. She started where she was, with what she had, with who she was. She took one small step, and then another, and then another. And over time, the small steps became a career, a life, a legacy. Not because she was lucky, because she started, because she did not let fear stop her, because she kept going. There are millions of stories like these. Not because the people in them were extraordinary, because they made an ordinary decision that most people never make. They decided to start. They decided to stop waiting. They decided to take the first step, even though they were scared, even though they were not ready, even though they did not know where the path would lead. They decided that the pain of staying the same was greater than the fear of change. They decided that the cost of waiting was higher than the cost of starting. They decided that their life was worth more than the life they were living. And they began. You can make that decision too. You can make it right now, in this moment. You do not need to wait for anything. You do not need to fix anything. You do not need to have anything figured out. You just need to decide. Decide that you will no longer live a life that does not fit. Decide that you will no longer wait for permission. Decide that you will begin where you are, with what you have, today. And then take one step, one small step, one step toward something that matters to you. One step toward the person you want to become. One step toward the life you want to live. The step does not have to be big. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to change everything. It just has to be a step in the direction of your choosing. A step that says, I am no longer waiting. I am no longer settling. I am no longer letting fear decide my life. I am moving. I am beginning. I am becoming. One step, and then tomorrow, another step, and the day after, another. You do not need to change everything at once. You cannot change everything at once. The people who try to change everything at once usually change nothing. They burn out. They get overwhelmed. They give up. The people who succeed are the ones who focus on one thing, one small thing, one small step, every day. They build momentum slowly. They build confidence slowly. They build a life slowly, step by step, day by day, choice by choice. You cannot fix your finances, your health, your relationships, your career, and your mindset all at once. You can fix one thing. You can take one step. You can choose one area of your life that matters to you and start there, just one thing. And as you build momentum in that one area, you will find that the energy, the confidence, the discipline you develop will spill over into other areas. You will find that the step you took in one direction has made it easier to take steps in other directions. You will find that the small beginning you made has become the foundation for something much larger. That is how change happens. Not in leaps, in steps, not overnight, over time, not all at once, one at a time. You have been waiting for the moment when you can fix everything, when you can finally have it all together, when you can finally be the person you know you could be. But that moment does not exist. There is no moment when everything is fixed. There is no moment when you are finally ready. There is only now, and now is enough. Now is the only moment you have. And in this moment, you can take one step, one small step toward the life you want, one small step toward the person you want to become, one small step away from the life that does not fit. You do not need to know where the step will lead. You do not need to have a map. You do not need to see the whole path. You only need to see the step in front of you, and you only need to take it. The path will reveal itself as you walk. The next step will become visible after you take this one. The future is not something you plan. It is something you build, step by step, day by day, choice by choice. You are building your future right now. With every decision you make, every step you take, every moment you choose to move or choose to stay still, you are building it. Whether you know it or not, whether you want to or not, you are building your life. The only question is whether you are building it intentionally, or letting it be built by default. You have been letting it be built by default. You have been letting fear, doubt, and the opinions of others design your life. You have been letting circumstance decide where you go. You have been letting the absence of a decision become a decision. But you can change that. You can start building intentionally. You can start choosing. You can start taking steps, even small ones, in the direction you want to go. You can begin to build the life you want, not the life that happens to you. The life you want is not in the future. It is not something you will arrive at after you fix everything. The life you want is something you build. Every day, in the small choices, in the moments when you choose yourself over fear, in the steps you take even when you are not ready. The life you want is not a destination. It is a direction. It is the path you walk when you decide that you will no longer settle, when you decide that you will no longer wait, when you decide that you will begin where you are, with what you have, and take one step, and then another, and then another. You have been waiting for your life to start. You have been waiting for the moment when everything will finally be in place, when you will finally be ready, when the life you want will finally arrive. But your life is already happening. It is happening now, in this moment. And every moment you spend waiting for it to start is a moment of your life that you are not living. The life you want is not waiting for you in the future. It is waiting for you to choose it, in the present, in the choices you make today, in the steps you take now. So stop waiting. Stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start where you are, with what you have, with who you are. Take one step, one small step toward something that matters to you, one step toward the person you want to become, one step away from the life that does not fit. You do not need to see the whole path. You only need to see the step in front of you, and you only need to take it. The people who changed their lives did not have a map. They had a direction. They did not have certainty. They had a choice. They did not have readiness. They had a step, and they took it, and then another, and then another. And over time, the small steps became a journey. The small choices became a life. The small beginnings became something they could never have imagined when they were standing where you are now, afraid to take the first step. You can do that too. You can take the first step. You can take it today, not tomorrow, not when you are ready. Today, you can take one small step toward the life you want. You can take one small step toward the person you want to become. You can take one small step away from the life that does not fit. You have everything you need to begin. You have yourself. You have this moment. You have the desire to change. That is enough. That has always been enough. The life you want is not waiting for you in the future. It is waiting for you to choose it. In this moment, with this step, with this decision, choose it. Choose yourself. Choose to begin. Choose to take the first step. Not because you are ready, because you are tired of waiting. Because you have spent enough of your life living a life that does not fit. Because you know that the only way to change your reality is to start building a new one. One step at a time. One day at a time. One choice at a time. Start today. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Take one step. One small step. And then another. And then another. Your life is waiting for you. Not in the future. Here. Now. In the steps you take. In the choices you make. In the life you begin to build. Today. You are not waiting for your life to start. You are choosing to begin it. Right now. With this step. With this decision. With this moment. Begin.